Well, it's cold as predicted, right?
Yes.
It's January.
And on the topic of cold, we should remember the mid-30s. That's the normal high for this time of year. So while it is going to get a little bit chillier and the wind is going to make it feel a bit colder, we're not talking about record-setting cold, nothing too extreme. Just remember, it's January. It's Connecticut, so it gets cold and the wind makes it feel colder. We're also tracking, of course, our growing snowfall deficits. We're running over 8.5 inches behind for the Hartford area, 6 inches nearly behind for Bridgeport. And we have one little chance, perhaps, for some snow come Monday. It's all eventually going to be based on the track of a storm that hasn't even developed yet as it passes by to our south and how close it comes to Connecticut. We're going to be on the northern extent of that. So here's our model comparison. The American model on the left-hand side. Here's the European model. We're starting off at 7 o'clock on Monday morning. The gray represents the cloud cover. These model runs showing a dry start. Here you can see the northern extent of the precip on the European model by noon on Monday, getting up to around Long Island. Meanwhile, barely touching New York City on the American model at noon. And as we head into Monday, 5 p.m. On the European model, whatever comes close begins moving away and still just to our southwest on the American model. So yesterday, models were trending a little bit farther north. Today, they've gone back south, which was a trend earlier in the week. So, of course, we continue to bring you updates through the weekend from the First Alert weather team on how this evolves. Worst case scenario, or best case, if you're a snow lover, would be perhaps a brushing with some light snow across southern Connecticut, but nothing statewide or hugely impactful as we see it now. Right now, temperatures down 4 or 5 degrees compared to this time yesterday. We've got readings in the low and mid-30s, inland mid-30s along the 95 corridor. A westerly wind right now at around 5 to 10 miles an hour sustained, up around 14 miles right now an hour in Salisbury. So wind chill values several degrees colder than the actual air temperature. So at or below freezing is what it feels like across Connecticut right now. 35 from our eye-camp view in Hartford, looking across the Connecticut River into East Hartford. Our view overlooking the green in New Haven, 37 degrees. And region-wide, lake-enhanced snow showers coming in off the eastern Great Lakes, drying up by the time they reach southern New England. We're also tracking across parts of Pennsylvania those magenta or purple boxes, those outline boxes, those polygons indicating where there are current snow squall warnings in effect as that colder air moves through Pennsylvania. So as we look ahead to tomorrow, some of those lake-enhanced snow showers could reach northwestern Connecticut in the form of some flurries, but that is just about it. Otherwise, we'll see morning sun, afternoon cloud cover. And then on Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds as well, but otherwise we will end the weekend on a dry note. And then here comes that storm system Sunday night into Monday morning as it moves off the mid-Atlantic coast. Again, we'll be on the northern extent of that precipitation shield, so we'll be watching that very closely again over the next couple of days. Otherwise, tonight, low and mid-20s inland, mid-20s along the shoreline, remaining breezy, so feeling chillier. Tomorrow afternoon, high temperatures basically between 30 and 35, some upper 20s across the hills of northwest Connecticut, but given the wind tomorrow, wind chill values will range from, say, 15 to 25 during the afternoon. We'll basically do it all over again temperature-wise on Sunday. Monday, watching that storm again, potentially a near miss here. Temperatures top out sub-freezing near 30, upper 20s, windy behind that system on Tuesday, and that's going to pull down some colder air as that area of low pressure moves away from us. So upper 20s Wednesday, mid-20s for highs on Thursday, overnight lows in the teens. Again, the wind is going to make it feel colder. By Friday of next week, we'll take a run at the freezing mark yet again.